Hello, 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 people. Welcome back to an episode of the Semi Pro USL Show. We are back, and it is the June 24th edition, 2025. And got a couple of news that came out. We had some more people who have clinched some playoff spots. I need to pull those up real fast. Um, so there's been zero playoff spots secured yet in League Two. However, we did have Eagles FC clinch yesterday. We'll talk about their big win. And Stockton Cargo also got a win and clinched their spot into the playoffs. I saw that the Annapolis Blues posted that they had secured playoffs. I thought that was already a thing, but I don't know. Maybe not. So let's go ahead and get into some League Two action. Southern California Eagles draw 2-2 with FC Tucson. Eagles come out in their 4-3-3, as do the FC Tucson. Now, FC Tucson get an early lead from Juan Pablo Sanchez. And then from there, it kind of teeters out into a little bit of nothing, couple yellow cards back and forth. But Eagles end up getting a goal in the 81st minute by Prince Chingancheki. And then in the 87th, what is surely to be the game winner, Luke McGreevy Couchman gets a goal. So it's 2-1 to the Eagles of Southern California. But in the 90th minute, just 3 minutes later, FC Tucson rescues a point from Aaron Martinez Melendez. And that is how that match would end 2-2. I mean, the Eagles thought they had the game winner, but it ends up being a point saver for FC Tucson. Sporting Jacks get a 2-1 or 2-0 win over Brookhouse FC. Again, mostly kind of nothing to start off this match, but then Sagan Afolabi. There we go. Sagan Afolabi gets the goal in the 34th minute to make it 1-0, and then Tristan Adams makes it 2-0, and that is how this one ends. Both teams come out in their 4-3-3. Ventura County get a 2-0 win over Capo FC, and I think there was like a pretty fun goal that happened there. I think I saw the highlight on that. Both teams come out in the 4-3-3, and it was pretty dull for the most part. The first bit of action comes from Marley Edwards in the 80th minute, and then Miles Merritt gets a yellow card. And then right at the 90th minute ends up being an own goal for Capo FC to make it 2-0 win for Ventura County. Let's go on to the next one. Kingshammer FC Cincinnati get a 2-2 draw versus Dayton Dutch Lions, but it's going to feel like a loss because as Kingshammer come out in their 5-3-2, and Chicago Dutch Lions come out in their 4-2-3-1. The Kingshammer get an early goal from Brock Kipper to make it 1-0, and then right before halftime, at the 45th minute, Diego Hunderkamp gets a goal to make it 2-0. But right after halftime, Parker Burke gets a goal for the Dutch Lions to make it 2-1, and then just 1 minute later, it is another goal from Adebayo Diko to make it 2-2. And these are showing up as the same time as both 45th. Parker Burke is at the 48th, and Diko is at let's see what this 48. So it's showing that's the same exact time. Later on, Joshua Clean gets a red card, straight red, for denying of a goal scoring opportunity, and Faruk Agundare gets a second yellow in the 77th. So at this point, the Dutch Lions are down 2 players. It is 11v9. But Dayton holds on. I think I said Chicago. I was wrong. Dayton. Dayton holds on for a 2-2 draw. Kingshammer are going to be kicking themselves over a missed opportunity. And then in the Northwest, we had the Portland Bangers taking on the Lane United. I actually had someone who was friends with who was at this match, and they were sending me a lot of fun photos of some objects that were in the Lane United's away section, which is funny. The Bangers come out in their 4-3-3. Lane United come out in their 3-4-1-2. And it was a fairly even match. The Bangers get a early-ish goal in the 34th minute. Drew Peterson with a goal. It was if I remember right, it was actually a pretty decent goal, free kick goal. But Ethan Dode gets the point saver for Lane United in the 88th minute, and that is how that one would end. So how about we go out to the W League now, where Olympic Club won 5-1 over Academica SC, and it was all Olympic Club early. Rania Burton gets a goal in the 17th minute for Olympic Club as they are in their 4-3-3, and Academica come out in their 4-4 effing 2. In the 20th minute, Rhea Burton gets her brace to make it 2-0. Haley Nishimoto gets her goal to make it 3-0 in the 21st minute. Rania Burton gets her hat trick in the 49th minute to get one goal back and to make it 4-1 from Academica. Taya Geedon gets a goal in the 65th or 67th minute, sorry. And then Fiona Kennedy in the 76th minute makes it 5-1 in favor of Olympic Club. And in a match that ended up securing the NoCal division, Stockton Cargo win 2-0 over the Pleasanton Rage. So 2-0 win there. But it was not easy, as Pleasanton come out in their 3-4-3, and the Cargo come out in their, say it with me, 4-3-3. In the 65th minute, Vanessa Penona gets her goal and would end up becoming the game winner in the 65th. And in the 90th minute, to put it away, Mika Seyferman gets her goal in the 90th and securing a playoff spot. And to win 3-0 is Eagle FC over Patuxent Football Athletic, and it started off early as Justice Hollenbach gets a goal in the 4th minute. Both teams coming out in their 4-3-3. Justice Hollenbach gets her brace in the 23rd minute, and Jenna Strait gets her goal in the 65th minute, and it will end 3-0. That is what happened yesterday. And so let me tell you about what's happening today. We are looking at Tuesday, June 24th. We are coming up to the end of the season. We have a whole lot of action happening. So go out there because you're running out of time to watch some semi-pro teams and watch your local clubs. So go check that out. Colorado International Soccer Academy taking on Albion SC Colorado. Tacoma Stars is taking on Ballard FC. Lansing City is taking on AFC Ann Arbor. FC Ambush taking on Peoria City. And Red River is taking on Hattiesburg FC. AC Connecticut taking on Vermont Green FC. Virginia Beach is taking on Virginia Marauders. Charlotte Eagles taking on South Carolina United. And Asheville City taking on East Atlanta FC. That is what's happening in League 2. And let's go over to the W. And in the W, we are pulling it up right now. Charlotte Eagles are taking on South Carolina Bantams. Flower City 1872 is taking on Cleveland Force. Rochester is taking on Sioux Falls City, which I saw Sioux Falls City is doing a partnership with Official League, so that's fun. And the Virginia Marauders taking on the Lancaster Inferno. Colorado International Soccer Academy taking on Albion SC. Colorado Storm taking on the Marin FC Irons. Tacoma Galaxy taking on Salmon Bay. In the South Central, we have Greenville Liberty taking on Southern Soccer Academy. Indy 11 taking on Racing Louisville. So Derby match there. That's a fun one. The Trailblazers, the Carolina Ascent taking on NC Courage under 23s. The Virginia Chattanooga Red Wolves taking on Asheville City. Brookhouse taking on Sporting Jacks. Lexington SC taking on Kingshammer FC Cincinnati. Midwest United is taking on Kalamazoo. That's everything that is happening today. That's everything that happened yesterday. That is all the kind of information we have for you. Tomorrow is a big stats day, as it always is. And or maybe Thursday, depending on when everything gets uploaded. Lots of matches to talk about tomorrow. I'm so excited to be here with you tomorrow. Thank you for listening today. See you soon.
Thank you for watching another episode of the USL Show.
The USL Show is now proudly part of the Protagonist podcast family. Please go to protagonistsoccer.com to check out more work. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see everyone again next time.